chief guest, the Secretary General of Rwanda Investigations Bureau, CEO of Eastern Africa Police Chiefs Cooperation Organization, UN Women Representative, UN Office of Drugs and Crime, UNICEF representative, NCDA representative, partners present, esteemed participants, all protocols observed. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to this critical workshop that includes child protection and safeguarding, which is a crucial part of our World Vision partnership with the Rwanda National Police. It is truly an honor to join you on this occasion as we gather to deepen our understanding and commitment to ensuring the safety, dignity, and well-being of every child in Rwanda. First, let me express my gratitude to the Rwandan National Police for their steadfast partnership and dedication to the protection of children, women, and all citizens across this nation, Rwanda. Your commitment serves as an inspiration and a strong foundation for the work we are here to accomplish. At World Vision, we are driven by a deep conviction that every child deserves to grow up free from harm, fear, and neglect. Children are not only our future, but also our present responsibility. Safeguarding them is our moral obligation, and it is our duty under the laws of this country and a call to action rooted in our shared values and principles. During this training, we will explore critical topics including child rights and their foundational importance in our work, key principles of child safeguarding and child protection, and insights into how we can collectively create safer environments for children, both at home and in our communities, among many others. Understanding the difference between child safeguarding and child protection is especially important, but together they create a comprehensive approach to ensuring children thrive in safe, nurturing environments. I encourage all of us to actively engage during this training, ask questions, and challenge ourselves to think innovatively how we can improve the systems and practices that protect children and other citizens. Rwanda has made remarkable progress in advancing child welfare, and we should all take pride in being part of this journey. However, the work that is this work is far from over. This training represents an opportunity to strengthen our collective efforts, align our strategies, and recommit ourselves to building a society where every child can reach their God-given potential. I am confident that with the expertise in this room and the passion for change we all share, this training will be a transformative experience for all of us. Once again, thank you to our partners, the Rwanda National Police, and all other partners involved for making this training possible. Together, let us continue to be a voice for the voiceless and champion for the rights of every child. May God bless our efforts and guide us in this important work.
The chief guest, Secretary General of Rwanda Investigation Bureau, the World Vision representative, UNODC, United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, and UN Women representative, Women National Early Childhood Development Agency representative, senior officers of Rwanda National Police and sister institutions from Rwanda Defense Forces and Rwanda Correction Service. Protocols observed, good morning. My name is Bosco Gahiji. I work for Interpol Regional Bureau, Nairobi, coordinating counterterrorism. And I'm here to deliver remarks on behalf of the head of Interpol Regional Bureau, who was a bit late, but fortunately we have him in the audience, on the theme of women participation and effective law enforcement response to violence against women and children. From the onset, let me congratulate EAPCCO, UNODC, and UN Women Networks for organizing this workshop to bring on board gender mainstreaming issues in the EAPCCO region and facilitate full participation of women with a view to counter violence towards women and children. With this intertwined partnership, we expect that the region will have a stronger and active engagement with its partner in advancing relevant and appropriate joint strategies to address gender violence concerns. Participants, the reality of pervasive violence that women and girls endure in conflict extends to our homes as well. Today, UN reports affirm that more than 5 women or girls are killed every hour by someone in their families. This clearly translates the act as a crime against women and girls and the human family as a whole. Violence against women and children in our communities is one of the most brutal and abhorrent crimes that one can ever imagine. And yet, despite universal condemnation, it continues to steadily increase with no signs of slowing down. Over the past decades, UN, alongside with its cooperating partners, have been engaged and are still engaged in finding common resolve to address the GBV challenges. Member countries, together with EAPCCO, have been able to significantly improve partnership in promoting institutional mechanisms and putting in place strategies to address GBV crimes. More so, they have been implementing policy directives to ensure gender mainstreaming in law enforcement agencies, women empowerment initiatives, and prevention and response to violence against women and children. Looking back to the progress so far made in addressing GBV crimes, there is little success to warrant celebration despite unabated efforts put into practice. This calls probably for a shift of focus on women full participation and their effective response to violence against women and children. It is for this most reason that this workshop is organized. This workshop is expected to enhance capacity for officers in gender mainstreaming initiatives and gender-based violence management for better prevention and response. Officers will be able to understand diverse approaches to gender mainstreaming in the law enforcement institutions and better understand child rights and international frameworks for children. I therefore argue be more vigilant during the discussions, as trainers will share with you the best practices in countering GBV crimes. At the end of the workshop, you have gained, I'm sure, more understanding on gender perspectives and policy frameworks, profoundly understand the principles of strengthening regional response on GBV matters, and importantly, understanding child safeguarding and child protection. Lastly, I wish to thank the organizers to bring on board regional member countries' representatives to this meeting to share practices on effective responses to women participation and effective law enforcement to violence against women and children. I encourage everyone of you to participate actively by sharing experiences and contributing to the discussion. I wish you a blissful day.
Let me recognize the head of Interpol Regional Bureau, CEO of EAPCCO, dear partners from UNODC, World Vision, UN Women, UNICEF. I hope I have covered all that I represented here. Commissioners, senior officers from security organs and law enforcement agencies, dear participants, facilitators present, a very good morning to you all. I'm very grateful and honored to welcome you all to Rwanda for this very important regional training workshop focusing on women's participation in effective law enforcement response to violence against women and children. Today, we gather with a shared commitment to address one of the most pressing and pervasive issues of our time, the violence that disproportionately affects women and children in our communities. This violence, whether physical, emotional, or systemic, undermines human dignity, destroys families, and impedes societal progress. The participation of women in every sphere, whether as community leaders, advocates, law enforcement officers, or policymakers, is crucial to driving meaningful change. Women bring unique perspectives, empathy, and lived experiences that are critical to understanding the complexities of gender-based violence and creating effective strategies to combat it. Equally important is the role of law enforcement. As the first responders to many cases of violence against women and children, law enforcement officers must not only possess the skills and resources necessary to respond effectively, but also embody the compassion and the sensitivity required to support survivors on their journey towards justice and healing. Dear participants, this workshop provides a platform for dialogue, learning, and collaboration among stakeholders. Over the course of the discussion, you will explore best practices, share experiences, and develop actionable strategies to strengthen both women's participation and law enforcement's response. Together, aim to build systems that are survivor-centered, gender-sensitive, and rooted in the principles of justice and equality. I encourage all participants to actively engage, ask questions, share insights. Let's make this workshop a safe space where ideas are exchanged freely, challenges are addressed collaboratively, and solutions are envisioned collectively. Dear participants, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the law enforcement community in Rwanda, and on my own behalf, I want to take this opportunity to thank all delegates for sparing their precious time to travel to Kigali and share your knowledge, and EAPCCO member countries represented here, you are most welcome. I also want to thank the EAPCCO Secretariat for coordinating the region to this noble cause so that our law enforcement officials be able to network and collectively respond to violence against women and children. To our partners, we appreciate your usual unwavering support whenever called upon. We still believe in more multi-sectoral engagements together to protect the vulnerable. Dear colleagues, before I conclude, allow me to appreciate everyone that contributed to the successful organization of this workshop. Together, we have the power to change lives and build a more just system that prioritizes safety, dignity, and respect for all individuals. With these few remarks, I declare the 2 days regional training on women participation in the effective law enforcement response to violence against women and children officially opened. I thank you very much.